for making me so happy that you can. I'm impressed that you can say the same thing again and again. You speak so well. You have so beautiful ways of looking at things with new stories, and as if I didn't hear them before. So that's what makes me happy. Thank you. I have two contradictions that I would like to ask you about. I have seen that my life theme is shame, and I've got a beautiful help now, a lady who's guiding me to feel more, to really go deeply with that feeling. But it's some when presence holds what's coming up.
Yes.
It's like I'm stopping myself in my old way. I have 53 years of traditional not going there. And I feel that when I finally now feel like a child really crying out without feeling ugly or wrong or something, suddenly I stop myself and feel, oh yeah, where is presence now, holding this? Do you know what I mean?
Say again, you feel, where is presence now?
Yeah, it's like Paul taught us that presence must hold it. Or I am carried away with it or identified with it. So I see that I make myself some problems with this.
Okay.
Can you...
Yeah, first of all, when I say presence must hold it, and then if you can't find presence, then you feel wrong or something. No, don't do that to yourself. I say if there is enough conscious presence in you to hold it, then that will prevent the shame taking you over. But sometimes we just cannot find that presence in very strong situations. So I say if you cannot find presence in very strong situations, the awareness self is still there. The awareness self is never covered. It is never covered. And no matter if shame is arising or bliss is arising, the awareness self is the same. It is not affected by either. Have you confirmed this in yourself? Has anybody confirmed this in yourself? Yes. Yeah. So if you discover that, if you know that, then already there is some space between you and the kind of the strong reaction that's coming. Okay? So first thing, if you can find presence, that will hold the shame. But if you cannot find it, then still the awareness is there. You will see the awareness is always here. Have you seen that in yourself now?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also, many times after pain, yes. I have had feelings that I have met in a new way, yes. Without not avoiding them, and not saying a yes to them, but more holding them like a big sister or something, a new thing.
Yes. Yes.
I see it as presence, that I deliberately go to presence to hold it.
Yes.
But what I'm talking about now is like when I'm in sessions, when I really provoke, really are guided down to more deeply.
Yeah.
To let it come up and heal. Mm-hmm. Should I just forget about presence then? In that kind of situation?
It depends what you want. What do you, in your heart, what is the deepest calling in your heart?
It's come out with it.
Yes.
To really feel.
Huh?
To really feel this.
To really feel
dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel something is relieved, healed afterwards.
Yes. My own feeling, and everybody is different about this, but my own feeling is that when we are in presence and in and as the self, then life just brings up what needs to be brought up. And we don't necessarily need to sort of go to sessions to try to get stuff to be brought up. Now, I'm not telling you not to do that, because that may be very helpful for you. But in general, I will just say to people, no, let life be your ashram. Let life be your teacher. And then, the more that you're truly, with yourself in life, then just naturally, situations are going to arise, going to bring things up. Or, you're going to start communicating more clearly, and that's going to bring things up. All this kind of stuff. But ultimately, this isn't about trying to bring everything up. Sometimes people, they come on my retreat, they say, I want to bring everything up. I say, well, you may not have to do that. You don't have to sort of purge deeper and deeper necessarily. If you feel that there's something there that's really troubling you all the time, that's a different thing. But if you're sort of, naturally at peace, and you're just, enjoying the day, and then, 4 o'clock it's this trauma session, and you have to go back and dig it all up, then, I say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No point. Because ultimately, this is about finding what inside you has always been at peace. And I have said earlier on today that in the manifest realm, in our daily life, there is always going to be a little bit of, a little bit like this, certain relationships, certain situations, they're going to bring up a little bit of things in us. Is it that we are going to come to the point that nothing ever comes up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But more like, everything is free to come up. Everything is allowed to come up, but I'm no longer defining myself by that. That's a very different thing. When we're no longer defining ourselves by what is coming up, but we begin to define ourselves by what simply is. And we may find a lot of the time, we are just naturally at peace. If you look at these lakes in Sweden, the lake nearly always is already still. Do we need to disturb it? Check what's under. No, the lake is still. The lake is still. Something like that in us. Something is still. We don't need to look for that which isn't still. We just need to be one with the stillness, and then if anything comes up in that, then look at that. That would be my way of looking at it.